To begin, log into Canvas. Locate your course. Then go to the Files section. Go to the folder Software Labs MS PowerPoint. Go to the folder MS PowerPoint Lab 8. Then download the 3 image files that you need to complete your lab. Download the PowerPoint basketball theme that you need for your lab. Download the instructions for the lab. And if you like, download a sample of the completed lab so you can compare your work with the desired result. When finished, log out of Canvas and close your browser. Now go to the folder where you downloaded the files to. Then double-click the basketball PowerPoint theme, which will then open in PowerPoint. Now the basketball theme consists out of 9 slides, but we will only use 4 slides. Thus we will delete 5 slides at the very beginning. So in the slide pane, please click on slide number 3. You have to click on this yellow bar to enable editing, so you can work with it. Then click on slide number 3 and scroll down to slide number 7. Then hold down the Shift key and click on slide number 7 to select slides 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see that all 5 slides are selected because all of them have a red frame around them. Then press the Delete key on the keyboard to delete them, which will leave us with 4 slides. That's all we need. Now click on slide 1 to select it. Then click on the title placeholder. And you have to backspace this out. And then type Basketball Camp for Kids and do not press Enter. And click on the subtitle placeholder, and again you have to backspace this out, and then type Gilbert Park District. Then click on slide 2 in the slide pane to select it. Click on the picture with caption layout placeholder and backspace it out. Then type Learn from Pros and Make Acquaintances. And click on the caption placeholder, and you again have to backspace this out and type Classes meet weekday mornings throughout the summer. We will now insert an image into slide 1. So click on slide 1 in the slide pane to select it. Then click on the Insert tab. Select Pictures, this device, and go to the folder where you downloaded the images to, and select the backboard image. Click on the backboard image so that we can reduce its size. It's a little bit too large, so click on the top left hand sizing handle and shrink it down a little bit. Then click on the image and keep your mouse pointer pressed and move it into the bottom right hand corner. We will now change the image in slide 2. Left click slide 2 in the slide pane to select it. Then left click the image, then right click the image, select change picture from a file, browse for the folder where you downloaded the images to, and select the teamwork image. Then click on the teamwork image and then click on the picture format tab to get the right toolbar. In the adjust group, select corrections and select brightness -20%, contrast -40%. Then go to the styles group, pull down here and select the bevel rectangle style. We will now apply a border to the slide. So click on picture border and click on the weight and select the weight of 6 point. Then click on the picture border again, go to the colors and select a black background 1 color. Now we will apply a picture effect to the image. So click on picture effects, then go to the glow group and select brown 18-point glow accent color 3. Right here. Then click the picture effects button once more, go to the bevel group and select the angle, which is the first bevel in the second row, right here. We will now add shapes to slide 3. So click on slide 3 in the slide pane to select it. Then click on the Insert tab, go to the Shapes button, and from the Basic Shapes select Oval, and then insert the shape and make it a round ball, like so. Then in the title placeholder, backspace this out and type "You will learn." Then click outside the title placeholder and click on the Insert tab once more. Go to the Shapes tool and this time from the block arrow shapes, select a curved arrow going to the left. And again, there you go. Draw it like this. Finally, we will add another shape. So we click on the Insert tab once more, select Shapes, and we will select a pentagon shape from the basic shapes. Right here, and again we have to give it a size. There we are. We will now apply shape styles to these shapes. Left click the oval shape, the round shape, to select it. Then make sure you have the shape format tab selected, or drawing tools format tab. Then under the shape styles program, pull down the more arrow and apply a shape style of light 1, outline, colored fill black, dark 1. Right here. Then select the curved arrow left and go back to the shape styles and apply a colored outline black dark 1 shape style to this arrow. Now go to the pentagon, click it, and apply a shape style of subtle effect black dark 1. Right there. We will now add text to the shapes. Left click the ball to select it, the round shape I should say, and right click it and select edit text and type ball handling skills without pressing enter. Repeat these steps on the pentagon shape. Left click it to select it, then right click it, select edit text and type offensive moves. Again, do not press enter. Then we will now change the font type and the font color. Left click in front of ball handling skills and drag over it to select all text, and when the mini toolbar pops up, go to the font type and change it to Century Schoolbook. Then increase the font size to 24. Change the font color to orange. And make it bold. Repeat these steps for the text in the pentagon. Left click in front of offensive moves and drag across it to select it. Change the font type to Century Schoolbook. Increase the font size to 24. Change the font color to orange and make it bold. And you may have to increase the size of the pentagon shape to align the text more pleasingly. We will now duplicate the pentagon shape. Left click it to select it, then right click it, select copy and point to the right and select the first paste option. So we have now 2 of them here and there. Then change the text, backspacing, offensive moves out, and change it to defensive mindset. And again, we may have to increase it a little bit to make the text look a little bit more pleasing. So we will increase this one a little bit more to make them equal. Then left click the arrow to select it, and we will make 2 copies of the curved arrow. Right click it, select copy, and then right click anywhere and select paste, and select paste again, and then move 1 arrow above the round shape of 1 arrow over here. And then you may remember this tool that I showed you in the previous presentation that allows us to rotate these arrows, and so we want to rotate them and put one here and rotate them, and the last one is almost where we want him, and there we are. We have our shapes in the correct position, how we want them. We will now format the background in slide 2. So in the slide pane, left click slide 2 to select it. Then go to the Design tab and then select Format Background. Select Picture or Texture Fill, and we have textures that are already predefined for us, and we want the brown marble, which is right here. Then you can close this up, select slide 3 in the slide pane, and we will format its background. Again, click on the Design tab to get the right tools, select Format Background, and this time select Gradient Fill. From the gradient fills that are already from the preset gradients, we will select Bottom Spotlight Accent 3. Finally, we will apply a picture background to slide 4, so we will click on slide number 4 and we will make sure slide 4 is selected, and again we will select a picture background and we will select picture source, click on the Insert button here, and from a file and select the basketball boy and click on Insert. Then reduce the transparency and set it to 30% by this slider here, or you could type it in, whichever you prefer. 30%. So there we are. Like I said, sometimes it's easier to just type it. Now close the Format Background toolbar. Then click anywhere on the slide. Go to the Insert tab and select Word Art. From the Word Art, select Fill Red Accent 2 Outline Accent 2, which is this one here. Now you have to be very carefully backspacing this text so that you don't close it completely, and type Register Today! Exclamation mark. Now we will change the shape of the Word Art object. So make sure the Word Art is still selected. Then go to Text Effects. So, which is over here. Pull down, and from the transform group, select the chevron up, and you can use the sizing handles on the corners to make the chevron up a little bit more pronounced. Make sure the word art is still selected. Now go to the text fill arrow. Right here. Then point to texture. And from the textures, select this wood here. Then with the word art still selected, click on text outline, change the weight to 6 point, click on text outline again and change the outline color to black. We will now add notes to some of the slides. Select slide number 2 in the slide pane by left clicking it. Then you see this notes button here at the bottom of the slide. Click on it and then click here to add a note and then type every morning begins with a group session. That covers the day's agenda, period. The coaches then separate the campers into groups. To cover fundamental skills, period. Each morning ends with a contest. Designed to be fun and competitive. Period. We will now add a note to slide number 3. So click on slide 3 in the slide pane to select it. Click on the little notes button and you see already we have clicked to add notes here and type campers will gain confidence while learning sportsmanship and strategy, period. Then select slide number 4 in the slide pane and click to add a note on slide number 4 and type space is limited, period. Every camper will receive a t-shirt, comma. Snacks, comma, and water, period. Parents are encouraged to attend. The awards ceremony at the end of the camp session, period. The final step is to add transitions to the presentation. Select slide number 1 from the slide pane and click on the Transitions tab. Then click on the More arrow under Transitions to this slide and select the Wipe transition. Increase the duration to 2. Then click the Apply to All button. Then save your presentation. And name it first initial last name underscore lab 8 underscore basketball camp. Then submit your work to Canvas.